I'm Danny Wynn with the band Danny Wynn and the Earthlings.
Thank you so much, you guys are awesome.
We are a mainstream third-wave ska band based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Thank you so much.
While we're playing, you have a group of like punk rock ska guys here just going nuts, and then back here you got like 75-year-old people that consider us swing, so they're going nuts, and then you got every age group in between. And it was at that point we all realized that, you know, we could be mainstream enough to get on the radio on pop alternative, but we could also make it on pop contemporary. We could sell to older people.
It never fails to amaze me when I look out and I see like parents with their kids at our show, both of them having a blast.
My name is Dex. I'm with 104.7 The Edge. That's my co-host Buck.
Co-host Buck. How you
Ska
doing,
music
Buck?
needs to be revived, and you guys are the guys to do it.
We agree.
I think you guys, the first time I've seen you, absolutely amazing.
I appreciate it.
Huge fan of ska, and you know, glad to watch you play.
Our fans are incredible. Really, they're the reason we do what we do. They're what keeps us going as a band. They're what keeps this project viable. We're not in this just to make music for ourselves. We're in this to please other people and to entertain. If it wasn't for our fans coming out, showing their support at our shows, and they do, it's just amazing, then we wouldn't be here.
They always email us before a show and want flyers so they can hand them out. We have one fan that got a tattoo on her arm of our Earthling logo. You know, a little Earthman Stan is what we call him. He's our pseudo record label logo.
I love the fans, and what would we be without them? You know, just to get a bunch of guys playing music for nobody.
Actually, one time when I had just started to do this band clinic out at Rio Rancho High School, and I showed up, and 3 kids ran up to me and said, "Aren't you the trumpet player in Danny Wynn the Earthlings?" And I said, "Yeah." And they're like, "Play something for us. Play like the Tacky song or something." And I started playing, you know, my trumpet part from the Tacky song, and they started skanking right there in front of me. It was it was unbelievable.
Your fans are crazy, man. Your fans are crazy.
Nuts.
They make their own T-shirts. They try and dress like us sometimes. We even had a fan one time we played on Halloween night, and this fan came dressed as me. You know, I dress like this generally. Sometimes I wear plaid pants, and this fan he came to the show dressed as Danny Wynn. And that's, you know, how higher of a form of flattery could you get than that?
If you're looking for something to do and we have a show, that's where you want to be. They all like to come out and they do their dancing, and they all dress up just like we do, and I mean they love it.
We were named Albuquerque's best band recently.
Tonight, give it up for your winner with a total of 175 points. Give it up for Danny Wynn and the Earthlings!
It really blew Danny's mind that we actually won it, and
$2,000 right there. You know what we're gonna do this? We're gonna go to Denny's.
We've won several New Mexico Music Awards. We're very proud of that. New Mexico Music Awards, they have, every year they hold a Grammy-like award show. Best World Beat Reggae Song, Brighter Day, from our first album. This one here we won for Best Reggae World Beat for our song Life that's on our current album. This is the very first one we won here. This was for the best remake. Best remake for the song Africa, originally by Toto. Totally turned it into a ska style. It was really cool. This here, we won this trophy here from the Battle of the Bands in Belen, New Mexico. We were supposed to get this trophy and $50. We're still looking for the $50. We think it may be somewhere in this little structure here. We have to take it apart and find out. Maybe we won't even get $50, I don't know.
The sincerity behind what we're doing is so obvious and so profound, and I think the audience can really sense that. We're not at all selling out to like achieve, you know, something faster. We're sticking to what we believe in.
This is the culmination of 3 years of effort, tweaking the lineup of the band.
I think right now we are at the talent level that we need to be to take it to the next level.
Everything in the band just comes together. I mean, we have this awesome trumpet player, and we have an awesome saxophone player and an awesome trombone player, and I mean, they're the horn section. I mean, that's what everybody watches. And then backing them up, you've got, I mean, we have an awesome drummer, Matt, and then we have Danny on the guitar, and then I do my thing, and I fit in with what Matt does and with what Danny does, and to back up these horn guys.
We're kind of picky about the venues that we're going to play, just because we don't want to be a bar band.
I mean, that's another thing. People will come to our shows, and we can entertain for a whole show with our own original, because we love to put on a show, you know. Every show we do now, right in the middle of the set, we'll throw out candy necklaces.
The candy necklaces are, again, just like another thing about the Earthlings that makes our shows unique.
That's just a way to draw any crowd into the show. Once you start throwing those things, it's sort of a touchstone that the crowd can grab onto.
When you have something you can hold in your hand and you can take home from a show and no one's charging you for it, it's pretty cool. And I see, you know, people wearing them for hours, and after the show they put them on immediately.
One of the band members always hits someone smack in the face. It happens at every show, and we apologize for that.
We have what we call tacky lamps that we use during our shows too, that our audience has become attached to the point where I think we might consider like making them and selling them online.
I don't know where it came from, but I just thought, you know what would look neat is something bright, fuzzy. So I came up with these. They're tacky lamps, but we pull these lamps out when we play our song, the Tacky Song, because the Tacky Song is about all kinds of, you know, the spray-on hair, the chia pet.
All right, remove the covers. I guess we'll finish with the Tacky Song.
Since they're homemade, there's only 2 on the face of the earth. I want people to go home after a show, not only remembering how much fun they had and remembering the sound of the show, but I want them to have a visual picture of what everything looked like.
The checkerboard comes from the two-tone movement in the UK when ska was sort of getting going there, and it's sort of supposed to symbolize racial brotherhood. You know, obviously the black and the white juxtaposed in this thing.
And a lot of people don't know that today. You know, they think it's just something you wear at a ska show. But for us, we do think about it. You know, when we wear checkerboard, for me at least, it's something I want people in the audience to be conscious of. That the checkerboard and ska kind of go hand in hand because of that reason, unifying the races. And in a world like today, we really need more of that.
Ska has gone hand in hand with sort of the rude boy image since its inception back in the 50s. And, you know, we've tweaked it a little here and there. We have a lot of other influences, but we like the fact that we get up on stage, people look at us and say, those guys are a ska band.
When the whole band dresses up and you got, you know, everybody in a suit or some kind of nice shirt and a tie, like, it just creates a different kind of atmosphere for what you do.
Our drummer, Matt Cool, I had been praying for a drummer like this, and we just got him.
A phenomenal drummer, just unbelievable, the best I've played with.
I could set up my drums, you know, 365 days a year.
We got this kid, Matt Trahan, on bass now, 19-year-old kid, and he's just mind-blowing. He's doing stuff that's totally different than what we've been hearing in this band.
We've got John Dante. He's the principal trumpet player for the New Mexico Symphony Orchestra. He's part of the reason that I have lost hearing, I think. He can hit notes that only dogs can hear. We've We've got a phenomenal trombonist that goes crazy. I don't know how he holds his instrument and plays like he does, because he jumps around like a maniac. Well, we love to take road trips. We always like playing in front of a new crowd that hasn't seen us. We like to win them over.
Ah, road trips.
I have a dream. John Dante, and this is my friend Danny Wynn.
Say hi,
Got
Danny.
David Letterman teeth. Oh, this thing has a remarkable turning radius.
Ah, look out for the... What?
There's something about like a group of 6 guys, you know, piling into a 15-passenger van and spending a few hours together that no other environment seems to inspire the kind of antics that happen.
Driver's seat escape! Oh, dude. It's raining cats and dogs. Just look out at the weather. Look! I wasn't just singing a tune, pal. What kind of gum I got?
Polar ice.
Polar ice, check us out.
Danny, don't fucking crap.
Already done.
I'm usually the one that has to clean up the van, and there's food everywhere, and the guys are long gone by the time I have to take the van back. We've been lucky. We've had several magazine interviews. We've been invited on the radio to do interviews. I mean, I say lucky, but it's been a lot of hard work. There was a TV show called Titus that was on, and it was on Fox, and it was my favorite show. After Seinfeld left, I wanted to find another TV show that I really liked, and Titus, starring Christopher Titus. It was obviously a sitcom about his wacky family, you know, and they had crazy characters. So I wrote a song about Titus, and I never thought this would get to him, but I went ahead and I made a nice copy of it, you know, the cover and everything, and I sent it to him, never thinking you'd ever get it. Well, about a week and a half later, I come home from work, and on my message machine is Christopher Titus.
Danny Wynn, Christopher Titus. Holy shit, man. I've got a CD here that says Titus is almost on. I read the lyrics, made me laugh, man. Here's my cell phone number.
And he wanted me to send it to the president and vice president of Fox, which I did, because he wanted this song in his show. Well, about a couple months later, he got canceled before anything could happen with that song. But that's probably the only time that I felt so close to making it.